Hi everyone, welcome to my first video. It's so awkward sitting in my room talking to myself, but for my first video I want to recreate a look inspired by Norvina, and this is the picture with focus that I want to be recreating. She has trust issues on her lips, and it kind of looks like an orangey, kind of like light orange eyeshadow, so I'm gonna try to be doing that. So feel free to subscribe and keep watching if you want to see how I get the look. I'm going to be going in with my First Aid Beauty primer. This is the Coconut Skin Smoothie primer, if it'll focus. I really like this because I have dry skin and it's just like really moisturizing and it helps my makeup go on smoother. So let me just put that all over my face. I've been wanting to start my channel for so long, and I even like put the lights, put the camera, and I don't know. It was a busy week when I first got it, so I'm finally like having some time to sit and film, so this is kind of nice. I'm gonna just zoom in you like a little bit. Okay, there we go. For foundation, I always do my face first and then my eyes, even though like some people might be against that because they get fallout. I just like to do my face first. So I'm gonna be going in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I am in the shade Warm Nude. I haven't used this in a while because I don't know, like I really like the Tarte what is it called? The Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I really enjoy using that one. So I kind of stopped using this for a while, but it's actually like really good. So just like dotting that on my face. All over pretty much. My skin has been having like some breakouts. Not even like big pimples, but just like, I don't know, little texture and bumps. So it's getting better though. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in with my Real Technique sponge. And let me just put this out there, like I'm not a makeup artist. I just enjoy playing with makeup and doing my makeup. Like I'm not trying to claim that I know what I'm doing because I don't. But just trying to have fun, you know? And my voice is a little bit raspy just because I'm getting over a cold, so don't mind that. So, my circles are pretty dark. I don't know why, they just always are dark. Before I put my concealer on, I like to go in with the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. And it looks like this. And actually, like, it's pretty good. I always have dark circles, like, really bad, and I just put my makeup on, but before I started the video, you could probably see, like, my dark circles. So I just go in with my finger, no big deal, and tap that in. I usually do this before my foundation, but I kind of forgot to, so. I like to go in with like quite a bit because just how dark my circles are. And then I go in with my Real Technique sponge again and just blend it all in. I just like to get the inner corner too to make sure like it's nice and bright. I've been really enjoying the Wet n Wild concealers. I use two different shades just because one is really close to my skin tone and the other one's like a little bit lighter than I would like. I have them in the shade Light Medium Beige, which is the slightly darker one, and Light Ivory. So let me just put that under my eyes. I'm actually like running out of this one, I think. I don't use a lot of concealer, like I don't bring it like all the way down to my cheek or anything. I just like to cover up my circles. And I'll even go in on my eyelids as a eye primer. And then I just go in with the lighter one and put a little bit on, not a whole lot. Just do a couple swipes here and there. And then my sponge again, go ahead and blend it all in. I need to bring my mirror closer to me because it's too far away. Okay. And this concealer has like really good coverage. I don't think you need a ton to make it work. And there we go. Depending on my mood, I'll go in and highlight the center of my face, like my forehead, my nose, and my cupid's bow, but I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. So next I'm gonna go in with my powder to set my concealer. And I've been really loving the Maybelline Fit Me. And this is in the shade Fair Light. I have really dry under eyes, so it's been kind of hard to find a powder that doesn't make them look even more dry, you know? But this one's been pretty good. It just makes it look so smooth. So I just go in with my beauty blender again. I like to tap off the excess a little bit on my hand so it doesn't go like all everywhere. And I just go in and press that in. And I think it just makes it look so good and smooth. And take a little bit more for the other eye. And whatever I have extra, I'll just like put around my face where I would normally put powder. I don't typically like to set my entire face just because I do have dry, like normal to dry skin, and sometimes it'll just make it look like, I don't want to say like super bad, but it does make it look worse sometimes depending on how my skin is doing that day. So I just gotta put a little bit of powder here and there. You get this little spot right here. Next, I'm gonna go in with bronzer and contour. I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette. And this is in the shade Dulce Leche. And this is just like a plain contour brush that I got from Target. It does the job, so. So I just grab a little bit, tap in there. This is like really powdery, so I like to tap off the excess because it really is powdery. And I just go ahead and contour my face. I don't like to go overboard with the contour. I'll usually do my cheeks, and with the bronzer I'll kind of contour my forehead too, but I don't do nose contour or anything like that, and I like to keep it like kind of natural. And just take a little bit and put that in there. Take a little bit more for the other side. And sometimes I'll just take it up here too, by my hairline. Okay. So that looks pretty good to me. Just take a little bit more. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and I'll be using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is just an e.l.f. brush, but it has like no name on the actual brush, so I can't remember which one this is, but it's just kind of like a fluffy brush. Yeah, it's just a fluffy brush, so I use that for my bronzer. And I like this one because you can build it up and it's not like super powdery, or it goes nice with my skin tone too because it's not too orange or too red, like. So I just put that over here. Here. And then I will go by my hairline over here, my temples. and blend that in. And take a little bit more the other side. I should probably just put my hair up, but I don't want to. And sometimes I'll just go like underneath by my jawline. It's so weird, like my camera has like the flip out screen and I keep looking at it instead of the lens, so I guess I'll just have to get used to looking at the lens and not the screen. And my nose a little bit. But yeah, just a little bit more. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with my highlight. I'm gonna be using Becca Opal, and I just have this cute little tiny one that I got with my Sephora points, because who wants to spend $40 on a highlight? Am I right? But yeah, I really enjoy this one. And like, it's actually, I've used it quite a few times, and you're never really gonna like go, I don't ever go through like a full highlight. So I'm gonna be using my Real Techniques brush and the number 300. This is like part of like the rose gold line they had, so I'm just gonna go in with that and highlight my face. And the other side. I'm gonna highlight my nose. And then I like to take my ring finger and highlight my Cupid's bow. Just a little bit. There we go. And next we'll do the eyes. So for the eyeshadow, she had like an orangey kind of copper eye. So I think I'm gonna be using one of my single Anastasia eyeshadows as my main color. And that one is in the shade Sunset, I believe. Let me check. Oh, I can't get this thing up. Yeah, I'm gonna be using this Anastasia eyeshadow in the shade Sunset. And then I'm also gonna be using my Modern Renaissance palette. Got my brushes. So I'm first gonna go in with Raw Sienna from the Modern Renaissance palette, of course. And I'm just gonna put that, I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. And I kind of like to take my transition shade like a little like more out here by my brow bone. And I think just kind of looks best with my eye. But do whatever you please. And I think eyeshadow, like, it's probably the one thing that I do have to work on, because it's not like, I don't know, I struggle with it sometimes, so. But I just try to have fun with it. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, I just like to do my makeup, so. Put that on the other eye. I should probably bring this in closer. Hold on. Okay, a little bit closer. So I'm gonna keep blending in my transition shade. So I'm gonna go in with the metallic shade right away, and then build my outer crease on top of that, just so I can get like the basics down. And I always just like to take my ring finger. So I'm gonna apply that pretty much all over my lid. And it's just so fucking pretty. And the other eye. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Like, isn't that just like the prettiest eyeshadow? It's so pretty. Okay, wipe that off. Then I'm gonna go and back to the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm gonna take my, let's see. I'm just gonna take this brush by Tarte that has like, it just came in the kit. There's like no number to it. I enjoy it, so. There you go. And I'm just gonna be taking a little bit of the dark brown shade. It's just a little tiny bit to deepen that up a little bit. Put that in the outer corner and then bring it up a little bit to the crease. And do the same with the other eye. Just bring it in a little bit. And blend it. Then I'm gonna go back to the brush I was using for my transition shade, and this, I don't know if I told you guys, but it's just like a Wet n Wild brush. And I'm just gonna go in and try to blend that together so you don't see any harsh lines. Okay, it's looking pretty good. And then I'm gonna take another Real Techniques brush, and this is the base shadow brush. So I'm gonna go back with the dark brown and try to build that up on the outer corner. And actually, I think I'm gonna go in with the orange. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here and try to blend that into my crease too, just to add a little bit more orange to it. And I'm just taking a crease brush and trying to blend that in here. Ooh. Super orange. I'm gonna take my sponge because I just smeared it all over my eye. Okay. It's looking pretty orange. And next I'm gonna go in with my first brush that I was using and just blend that all in. So the eyes are looking a little crazy right now. This one I messed up. I cleaned that edge up a little bit. And to highlight my brow bone, I'm gonna go in with Primavera, which is this gold shade right here. And I'm just taking this in the flat brush and trying to get in there. And I'm gonna do the same with my other eye. And I'm gonna take it the same color on my pinky and highlight my inner corner. Like that. There we go. Then I'm gonna take, let's see, the same brush that I used for the brown shade. I'm gonna take it, but without adding any more product to it, and I'm just gonna sweep it along my bottom lash line. She did have like a really smoky, like intense dark bottom lash, but I don't think I'm gonna make it that dark. But yeah, just run that across. And same for the other eye. I used to never put eyeshadow on my lower lash line, and then when I first tried it, I was like, holy crap. Like, it does make a big difference when you finish your eyeshadow or your eye look. There you go. So just a little bit. And next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows and my mascara. I'm not going to be showing this part because it takes me a minute to do my my eyebrows, but I'm going to be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I am in the shade Ebony. I'm also be using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I've been trying this one out and I really like it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so my eyebrows and my mascara is on. It's always a struggle to get my freaking eyebrows to match. Like, I think this is my good eyebrow, and this one, like, it's so hard to do because I barely grow hair on the outer tail, and it's just so hard to try to match it to this one, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? We're just gonna go with it. So then for lipstick, actually let's do blush first because I realized I forgot my blush. But since we're having like a pretty like intense lip, I think I just want to keep it pretty neutral. We're gonna go in with the Tarte blush in the shade Sensual. And this is what it looks like. It's like a pretty neutral kind of peachy blush, and I think this is like my most used one just because it's so peachy and I love peachy. And I'm gonna be going in with my Real Techniques blush brush. Try saying that 10 times so I'm not messing up. So I'm just taking quite a bit. Oh, do you see that? I got mascara on my under eye. Damn it. Okay, we'll fix that later. So I'm gonna keep going with my blush. And do the other side. I don't like to bring my blush like all the way in to here. I just don't think it looks that well on me if I bring it in. I see some people like going hard with it and it looks fine with them. But like I don't like to bring it like past like where my pupil lines up. I don't like to bring it past that point. So I just like to kind of focus it more on the side. Oh, just apply that like that. I mean, yeah, it's pretty natural blush, so it doesn't bring like a whole lot of color to your face, but I like it. I'm gonna try to fix this little mascara smudge down here. And just take a spoolie, but oh, it's probably just making things worse, to be honest. Oh well, I messed up. Oh well. I'm gonna try to like pat it in with my sponge that I used for my concealer and try to like blend that in so it's not as noticeable. Let's see. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. So the final thing we have to do here is lips. And Norvina had the Trust Issues lipstick, of course, by Anastasia. So I'm gonna be going in with that. I don't know if anyone out there also has this problem. Oh, that was not in frame. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but like my lips are not even on both sides, so I always have to try to match. It's not that noticeable, but I always have to try to match them. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. I'm gonna try to add a little bit more of that eyeshadow because when I blended it all out, it kind of faded a little bit. Just pop that in. And there we go. This is what the final look is like. Can we take a second to appreciate the shirt? Hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my very first video. I guess I can put my hair down now. Yeah, this is it. My wild mane. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this from me. And see you guys in the next one. Bye.